Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations for BNI Arizona. And each week I come to you providing a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition. We are coming to the end of June, guys. So Member Extravaganza is over. Right now, we are right at the beginning of leadership and support team transition time. And the reason we start in June is because there is a tiered process to the madness with selecting the incoming leadership and support team roles. So if you didn't see all the notifications, the nomination forms and the selections for the top roles that you personally want to help support your chapter in were due on Monday, but there is still time to submit your information. So I am reviewing the information and the submissions that come in every single day, and we'll add them to the spreadsheets that I've individually sent to each of your leadership teams. So please know that even though if you see the notification that they were due on Monday and you're like, oh crap, totally forgot to submit it, please go ahead and still submit it. It really does make a huge impact, really, with helping your current leadership teams make a smooth transition and create this whole process to be that much easier. The more information that people fill out, the more data and information your current leadership teams have to conduct the interviews for the new leadership team members, as well as plugging everyone into all of the support team roles. It really does create a team for success for each of the chapters. So it's not just the leadership team doing all the work, and really every single member in every chapter can have a role. That's the great thing. There's so many roles available, and the more people that help and assist, the better the chapter will do, the more success you will have. And that's why our chapters around the valley, if you see the most successful chapters, that means that a lot of the members are putting in the work and being a part of the success, especially with all these leadership and support team roles. When you have the buy-in for your chapter and you're helping assist in all the different roles, it will actually help increase your visibility and credibility within your chapter as well. So don't just be the 90-minute member and just show up every single week. You want to make sure that you can put in a little bit of effort. Now, it doesn't take a lot of extra time, guys. It really doesn't. When you have everyone working together, everyone doing a small piece of the puzzle equals bigger and better success. So make sure you fill out the information. Again, all of this is collecting data to help support your current leadership teams. It's not just me pulling all the information and using it for my knowledge. No. I'm just collecting the information, and then I personally created a spreadsheet for every single chapter leadership team that has each chapter's information individually, so that way they have all the information to then create the new teams, set up the interviews, and then select all of the different support team roles for the new year. So thank you to everyone who has already submitted your forms. Again, if you haven't submitted it, please do so. It will literally take you less than 5 minutes. If you're thinking that you're too busy to participate in any of the support team roles, I'm here to tell you everyone is busy. Everyone is busy. The leadership teams, they're busy. Outside of doing their roles, like, everyone's busy. So that each role can do a little bit to help contribute. There are some roles that have a little bit more outside of the weekly event than inside of the weekly event. So just make sure to look through all of the different, my dogs are going crazy. Go through all of the different information and find what's going to be the best fit for you. Again, it takes a team effort, guys. So make sure to submit it. If you don't submit a form, guess what that means? It means you are willing to do any of the roles. So it's better to let us know where you would love to help assist your chapter before you get asked to participate in a specific role. So fill it out, guys. All right, so today's education is all around visiting chapter etiquette, because It's the summertime, and some businesses are slower than others. Now, when you hit a slow part in your business, one of the great things that you could take advantage of when it comes to BNI is visiting different chapters, building new relationships, making new connections. So when you have an opening in your schedule, I highly recommend go to bniarizona.com, click on the chapter link, and see what chapters are in your area on that day and visit. So that way, because if your category is open, you can give a short weekly presentation about your business 2 times per chapter per BNI year. Regardless if you're subbing, the rule is 2 times. So we want to make sure that when you're visiting and you're giving a presentation, that we're following some etiquette. So when you visit the chapters, one of the benefits would be to set up a one-to-one with potential power partners. Now, in those one-to-ones, guys, I highly recommend use some of the one-to-one tools. There's actually a whole one-to-one planner in the education piece within BNI that will walk you through several documents to really strategize and create a more effective use of your time when it comes to your one-to-ones. Now, you can ahead of time look at the chapter roster, identify which members could be potential power partners for you, and reach out to them prior to. So that way you can connect with them as you visit the chapter. You can either meet with them before or after the event and set up that one-to-one time. Now, in those one-to-ones, guys, remember, it is so key that you are focusing your conversations around building the relationships and learning about each other. Do not use that time to sell to each other. And please, please, please do not add any members to any newsletters or marketing materials or send spam messages about your business without their consent, because that will be the fastest way that members send me notifications that is going on. So make sure that you go in with the intention of building the relationships and learning about each other, because through those conversations, more opportunities will come up. You don't have to sell to each other to create referral opportunities. All you have to do is go in with the mindset of education, and that will open up way more doors than if you go in with a sales presentation or a sales tactic, because that turns people off. So I know that some of you who are sales mentality feel that you have to go in and sell, and it's just natural to sell. But I'm here to tell you guys, don't go in with that sales mentality. Go in with the education. It'll open up more doors for you. So set up those one-to-ones. Now, again, when you go and visit chapters and you get their golden ticket and you have all their amazing members' information, again, please do not use the golden ticket information to add them to marketing materials or a newsletter or sending out like mass text messages, because again, it's actually against BNI policy to use the information for marketing purposes unless the member agreed to be a part of it. That's really the biggest piece to it. You have to ask the member if they're okay with you adding them to the information before you do it. So as long as you get the approval, then you're good. Totally good. You just want to make sure that you have that piece to it before you do it. The other thing is when you're visiting chapters and you're meeting visitors from these other chapters, please do not poach these visitors to come to your chapter. That chapter's members put in all the hard work and effort to invite those amazing visitors to their chapter. Now, if the visitor reaches out and says, hey, I'm looking to visit multiple chapters, that's on the visitor, but please do not be proactive with asking the visitor to come visit your meeting. Now, we know that there are 90 chapters in our region. There's a lot of opportunities, but we want to be respectful of when we're visiting different chapters and how we communicate with the visitors we come in contact with, as well as the members, because it's the same thing. We're not poaching members from different chapters. So make sure that you're not doing it. Whether I'm there or not, make sure that you're not poaching members from the chapters. Now, if a member decides that a different day, time, location is a better fit for them, and they personally reach out to transfer to another chapter, that's totally different story than someone reaching out to a member and trying to bring them to a different chapter. So it's all in the etiquette and how you approach different situations. So be mindful of how you show up, because it's all about that visibility and credibility and how you show up, right? So if you're taking the time and you're taking the opportunity to visit these different chapters, if you do something that's going to affect your visibility and credibility, that's not going to be a great use of your time, right? You spent the time to visit the chapter, to build relationships, to meet new connections. And then if you potentially and unknowingly, they feel that you're poaching either members or visitors from their chapter, that visibility and credibility starts to go down. So you want to make sure that you're showing up in a positive light. If there is a visitor that connects with you, maybe even reach out to the leadership team. Say, hey, just want to let you know the visitor reached out to me and wants to come visit my chapter as well. That way there's open communication, because it's all about the communication, right? The worst thing is to not have communication and people assuming things when it's really not the truth, right? So want to make sure that we have complete chapter etiquette, but make sure that you're taking advantage of visiting the different chapters around the valley, because that's going to open up more referral opportunities for you, more connections. And I highly recommend, outside of connecting with people in your power teams, if you have the time and the opportunity, connect with people that are in your same profession to collaborate with each other. And you never know when they may specialize in something that you don't, or vice versa, and you can make some really great connections and some power teams within your same industry. Because even though, and I always say it, even though BNI is one person per profession per chapter, it's not about competition within BNI. It's all about collaboration and how we can work together. So take advantage of visiting the chapters, guys. When you visit the chapter, it does not count as any BNI activity. It doesn't count. So when you visit other chapters, how to get credit for different BNI activity is to set up a one-to-one, either before or after the meeting, so that way you can take advantage and get credit for the one-to-one. But visiting another chapter does not count as any BNI activity, but you are learning about their chapter, learning about different members. You're also gaining additional visibility for your business. So there is a lot of benefits for visiting other chapters around town. I probably visit about 6 to 7 chapters a week. So I'm always bebopping around town. So I am looking forward to seeing you all sometime soon through my different visits around town. If you ever have any questions or need anything, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And as always, guys, go log 1 chapter education for watching today. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week.